Let's see. What's a good summary for? Well, we get to stare at these cool little like water effects while we chat for a second. Hey, Lancer. Like, what's a summary for those that haven't been following Pyre? Basically, we're outcasts. We've been thrown into the downside, and like, so this is an area that is exiled from proper society or whatever. Our who we are a reader. We were exiled for the crime of, you know, knowing how to read. Other people exiled for various other sins they've committed or what have you, but the idea is that we're competing in these rights, these sports ball challenges against other groups of people, other triumvirates, and if we win enough of the rights, then we're permitted to go back into society or whatever, exit the downside. And yeah, sports are the way to overthrow the government. That's a good brief summary, I feel, right? Because that's new, though. That wouldn't be an appropriate... That would have been a spoilery summary if it was the previous streams, right? But we just met up with a person that kind of orchestrated our group, Sandalwood, and he has a plan. We're getting one person from each area of the world. Like, we've got masks. The rites have like special outfits and stuff you wear while doing the rites or whatever, but he wanted us to fill all the masks or whatever, and that was a little cryptic, but the reasoning is that he wants someone in a position of power all across the world. So not just some regular old humans, but also some of the tree folk and the demons and what else we got here? The curs, the dog people. We got all of that, so that not only are we regaining our freedom, we're overthrowing this whole blasted system, man. Because the system is garbage, and if we just like accept our freedom and go back to the world, and then we're still just a part of this awful garbage system that would send people like us to the downside to begin with, and that's unacceptable. So if we're on board, we're gonna make it back to the upside and start plotting revolution. Hey, Yopin. Hey there, Cathodic One! Appreciate the continued support. Almost 2 years indeed. Sandalwood seems like a total sap. We met a lot of folks, we're guided to meet a mysterious benefactor, and the twist is that the benefactor actually appears to have good intentions. Reasonable, because you always like, it's like, oh, well, who's this person that's been pulling the strings? What's he gonna try to make us do? Oh, he's gonna try to make us overthrow the government. Well, I mean, honestly, that's just a good idea, really. Like, I'm on board. He like asked us what freedom meant to us, and we like talked about that for like several minutes. And I meant me to the stream talked about that for several minutes, but then me and the character talked about it for a couple more minutes after that. And now we're continuing our rights, which we need to win these challenges in order to do what needs to be done. That's true. He did try to make us leave, because he's like, well, I'm a reader. I can take care of this. All right, Murpass, pathway leading north to the Sacred Mountain. Volfrid, that's Sandalwood, indicates that this is the only way to reach the base of Mount Alodil. Let's go. Let's see. Beyond lies Mount Alodil. I suggest we make camp here at the base of the mountain, for we shall need our spirits and our strength to make the ascent. Discuss the plan. The Beyonder crystal seeks Tizo. Oh man. Let's chat with Volfred first. There you are, my kid. There was something which I wanted to discuss with you in private. Volfred stares at you, rather intently, as if reaching out to you. Oh wait, I don't know why I'm trying to do his voice for this regular text. Volfred Sandalwood is a long-standing exile of the Nightwings who seeks more than his own freedom. You do know what it means to be a reader. Those such as we are not limited to reading pages from a book. Though, your ability in this I sense is nascent still. Mere flashes, uncontrollable. I see, as well, now, that they haven't told you yet. Your friends, and that explains a lot. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. I had wondered why you would insist on pressing onward with this group in light of this. The answer, then, was plain. You simply did not know, or fully realize. Although, to be honest, I didn't actually insist on pressing onward. He showed up and I'm like, alright, see you later, guys. And Hedwig's like, no, wait a minute, this is bullcrap. They did not deceive you, by the way. There is no reason they would know themselves, other than Tariq, who shall not influence your thinking in such matters. Rather, I'd expected when we first met. Oh, when at first we met. Gotta have that little bit of flourish to the speech there, right? I'd expected when at first we met that you already knew the truth of this from having read the passage in the Book of Rites, which states it plain. Only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. Perhaps you have not gotten to that part just yet. Volfred breaks free from you and looks at you again. Then he speaks to you as normal. It is plain that you are not in adequate condition to conduct the rites, and this group values you as a reader. I wish only to ensure you understand what you are getting into here. Despite whatever hopes and dreams and promises might have been shared, I do not think the rites can help you to return, if that is what you had in mind. So, once again, I invite you to depart, and I will see to it that you are compensated. Do not misunderstand. If it is your wish to remain, then you are welcome. But this journey we are on, it has no guarantees. Not for you, nor any one of us. Do you understand? There's more at stake here than your freedom alone. Besides, perhaps there's a way. You've learned in life to keep your expectations low and tempered. If Volfred really knows or wishes to know your thoughts on the subject, he knows where to find them. Yeah, whatever. That's probably fine. The warning is of little consequence to you. You've always known those keen to warn against one course of action or another. None of it swayed you, and as ever, you shall forge your path. Very well. Lack of concern is fine with me, although I do not share your outlook. As long as yours is not a lack of understanding. Know that we have much at stake here, in this, anyway. Much more than just a shot at going back into that commonwealth which cast us down here, to begin with. It sounds like you intend to stick around. Then, we'll have lots more time to chat as we ascend the sacred mountain in the coming days. Until then. He strides out of the wagon, then leaving you with your thoughts. The toppings definitely contain potassium benzoate. Cathartic. Alright, so this is like a challenge thing. You can chat with Sandra here, who's been imprisoned in this crystal for 834 years, I believe it was. Something like that. And also can, like, do challenges for some of our crew to give them special relics or something like that. Greetings to you, lovely reader. I am at your disposal. What's up? How very kind of you to visit me again like this, oh lovely reader. For I was just standing about in the blackness of this void, thinking it would be most pleasant if something were to happen, for a change. There was a long period of time that this incarceration of mine failed utterly to do anything but bring me peace of mind. Not much of a punishment. I invite you to imagine an upbringing among the Sisters of the Arch, living on the outskirts of civilization. Your days are all full of training which could kill you, or just cripple you for your life. The Sisters of the Arch, an ancient band of killers, trained almost from birth to carry out their missions without fail. All the sisters needed was a name and a sum of 500 soul up front. How do you suppose I lost my sight? Through glorious battle with the scribes? Or a careless sparring session with my master? Ah, but I've not forgotten enough just yet. In any case, at first I welcomed the prospect of not having to struggle every moment to survive. But, in less than 2 centuries, why, I started to grow terribly bored. It did not help at all that the Nightwings of the early days were the stodgiest lot you could imagine, obsessed with obeying the book as strictly as they could. Some of them started to remind me of myself, I think, when I was young. Such idiots, the lot of them. Ah, but what am I saying, lovely reader? I shall not bore you further with such matters. I would have bored myself to death back then, if only I could die. Like so many other things, I think mortality is something oft taken for granted, until it is taken away. So, given your mortality, what say that we get back to business here? All right. Well, we got you hooking up, Blackfire. Tizo's gonna do things. I have to take. What does Tizo want? Like that's fine. What does she have? +3 presents. +3 quickness. Probably just +3 quickness. Sure. That's nice and straightforward. You ask her to administer a trial for Tizo the Imp. I dare think I remember something of that imp. He certainly stood out from all his ilk, although that really is not saying much. Well, let us bring him forth. Tizo soon appears in heed of the summons. Tizo seems to be prepared for whatever lies ahead. Well, we're getting there, Blackfire. We're gonna have some celestial basketball action now. The apparition sender appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, imp. You answer to me here. Tizo indicates his understanding. He's prepared to begin Sender's trial. He's like on board. Everyone else we brought in these trials is like, what the devil is going on here? Tizo's like, I'm ready, let's dance. Tizo must have... Okay, that's actually interesting then, especially with her saying this, so like indicating she might remember him, huh? You know the formalities, of course. Show me, then, what you have learned thus far about the rites. Here, in this trial, it shall be just you, my Beyonders, and your lovely reader. Let us see now how you fare. Hoppy hoppy. Oh, he got me. I thought I got them. Rude. Look at this footwork they got going on here. Oh, they actually got that off in time. Jerks. Jerks. That hop is really strong against these guys. It's fairly strong in general, to be fair. I'm not even flying. Like, I haven't flown once. I'm just hopping around. Kind of taking it. See, oh, they passed me the ball. I mean, all right. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm ready to take advantage of that. Tizo. Tizo excited to have completed Sandra's challenge and awaits her approval. A worthwhile effort, imp. Your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Your predecessor may well have approved. Thus, congratulations are in order, to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. The downside lies far beneath the Commonwealth, the base of an immense waterfall that is the sole connection between the two lands. Did not know that. Tizo is happy to be back and wonders what it is Sandra has granted you. Take a closer look at the new artifact you've got. The Haub's Wing. Tizo's flutter and zip abilities cost less stamina than usual. Yeah, well, yeah, okay, we're using that then. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. Wolfred wishes to continue speaking with the group. Let's discuss the plan. Earlier, Wolfred called for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. Wait, what are you saying? What I'm saying, my boy, is that while you can indeed get yourself out of here, it can't be all of you at once. We're on our way back one by one, or not at all. You see, that was actually kind of my impression to start with. So when everyone was talking about everyone, like, leaving at once, it's like, oh, really? Okay. I was right to begin with. But I swore that we'd go free together. We may go free together yet, but it's going to take time, and this is only the first phase. You, Hedwin, and the others exchange glances. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here is how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Aladil, there to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it, though rest assured, it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through Scribe's Gate. Only the worthy pass through there, as your reader could attest, if they did not merely skim that chapter of the book. It's said that the scribes themselves keep watch over Scribe's Gate. The judgment of the scribes determine who can cross and who is sent the fast way down. Afterwards, lots of new keywords. Afterwards, we'll reach the fall of Solium and meet our adversaries in the rites. They are to be the Tempers, led by the demon Ignarius. You'll know him when you see him. Fall of Solium is one of the downside celestial landmarks. Temple at the highest point of the downside exists here to honor the 8 scribes. Tempers are a triumvirate that has been the closest rival of the Nightwings, apparently. Ignarius is notorious and one of the most feared triumvirates in the rites. Both you and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks. Then, once one of the triumvirates prevails, there's somebody who will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth? Precisely. Once returned, our somebody is taken in and clothed and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows about all this? The same Commonwealth that says a sentence into exile is forever and freedom from the downside is impossible? Many of these details the scribes themselves wish to be kept secret. Former exiles and leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets well. So, then, that's it? We climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everybody else stays? For most of those participating in the rites, yes, that's it. But I like your connotation, and indeed, for us, that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall be just a step along our path. However, let's let that sit for now. Gather your strength. We'll talk again on our way up. Wolfred leaves the rest of you to consider what he said. You have time now for your vocations. I mean, we probably just keep doing the study in private thing. Alright. The boring global bonuses for everybody. Although, I don't know if we care about doing it after this that much. I mean, getting glory is potentially good, but mostly only in conjunction with another relic that also gives us glory. Because, so glory is, yeah, how much, damage we do to the, enemy's, health or whatever when we, score a goal, basically. And, do the math of the situation, that means upgrading that is completely irrelevant until it's not, right? Like, I believe, going from 15 to 17 doesn't do much of anything most of the time, especially since it'll often be combined with other people, so you'll have, like, a 20-20, 15-15, 20 or something, and having, like, an extra 4 in there will not make any difference whatsoever. Hey, Magnificent! But having more quickness is good. The stat makes you respawn faster, which is not worthless, but it's just relevantly less exciting than moving faster or having a bigger circle around you, I would say. Inspiration. We've gained more celerity. Alright. Up we go, I suppose. Here before you lies Mount Al-Adil, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather around again before Volfred, who stands tall as ever. Whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand, you sense a tension in the air. Now then, you all have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking. So go on, ask away. But there is only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which you refrain from asking yet. If only one of you is to go free at first, who shall it be? The one that's most useless in the rights, I would say. Pretty clear. Well, I don't know who that actually is, mind you. Everyone's got some reasons. Like, I guess Hedwyn? Because he's just kind of a jack of all trades. We don't need no jack of all trades. We want, like, a giant aura to protect and, like, a bunch of little fast guys. That's what I want every time. Go on now. Don't be shy. Who first? Questions. Look at that fancy Q action right there. Why us? Why you indeed, madam. That I can explain. You've seen the sort you stand against as adversaries in the rights. What is it that they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rights. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those ones who live to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I've been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up and to listen. So, I planted many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it may sound. Took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be Hedwyn over there. He was tasked with seeking two trustworthy allies, an old buried wagon, and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts, gather enough help, and he and his friends could be free. Long story, but you know much of the rest. So then, why you? Because I've reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rights, as you have seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. I'm kind of like putting him as a pretty slow talking because partially just because of all the commas in his text. He's got lots of pauses in his text in general. Your head is beginning to spin. You can excuse yourself or keep listening. No, let's keep listening. Yes, this is important. Wilfred's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much of what he's willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Jodariel raises her voice again. Hold. You mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. Still, I wish to know why us? Why are we, among all others, chosen for this liberation rite? On a blooded moon at the fall of Solium, an exile from the prevailing triumvirate shall go free. The anointed champion then shall plunge into the shimmer pool and return in glory. Ah, I see. Well, but that is simple, really, madam. You are chosen. You are qualified, I should say, because, as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordain, though, in this case, the expression is quite literally true. When the Eight created the rites, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf. Exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates they formed have stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. You've met them as they are today, the accusers, the withdrawn, and so on. Okay. We have not met the accusers yet. Does he not know we've not met the accusers? Whatever. Vindictive triumvirate that conducted many liberation rites in the past, but seldom prevailed. Led by the nomad Lyndal the Liar. The 8 scribes also formed a special group, against which all the others would be judged. That group they called the Nightwings. The accusers were my first right? Okay, fair enough. I just forgot them, apparently. Lyndal the Liar? Lyndal the Liar. Yeah, I got nothing. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments. You need but show up to the rites, you see. The others, erstwhile, jockey for position, for a chance to take you on. Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up? Then you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries. Victory means nothing in a common right, then? Participation is all that matters? Not so, madam. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom. While failure can be an excellent teacher, the scribes do favor the victor. So, you see, those who do not conduct the rites, or do not prevail in them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites. But these are technicalities. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free. Yet still the other triumvirates pressed on, with fleeting hope that one day you'd be back. It's been a heavy price to pay in all of this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all this as Volfred takes his leave. Others reconnoiter pathways leading up the mountain and present you with some options. The ascent and the fall. And the ascent is a gap through the nameless lower summits beneath the mountain. Ray believes the 8 scribes will bless whoever goes through here. Oh yeah, Tabitha. We got her too. Pathway on the outskirts of the mountain's nameless lower summits. Tabitha expects some long-lost valuables to be stashed here. Alright, let's look for a blessing. Sure, sounds good. Valuables aren't that valuable. We don't even want to buy anything from the shops. The sublime beauty of Mount Aladil, along with the thin air this high above the sea, has been enough to silence even the most talkative of your companions. However, Ray has been positively bursting with excitement. Isn't it wonderful? I think it really is, don't you? Tiso seems not to share Ray's enthusiasm. He does not like the cold. You've been here before, Tiso. Isn't that so? Why would you ever leave? I wouldn't leave. I'd stay. I think I'd stay. Unless maybe I got too cold or hungry or wait. Is that? Something about her changes then. Wait, look, but Tiso, don't you see them? Look, don't you see them there? Tiso seems to be exclaiming something in utter disbelief. You yourself see nothing, but Ray rises almost off her feet as the imp looks on, astonished. Was that the scribes? It was. I know it was. They said something to me. They spoke to me. They told us we are welcome. That we're welcome here. Ray runs off to spread the word among all your companions. Strangely enough, her enthusiasm is infectious, and in spite of everything, your spirits rise. Temple High Road. Hedwin expressed a passing whim to see the view from here. I like the it's like, yeah, it looked like it might have a good view over there. Sir Gilman wishes to look upon the sacred waters here. I don't know, someone that actually wants to do something or a passing whim. I'm kind of leaning passing whim. Though Sir Gilman is funner to voice in moderation, as long as there's not too much Sir Gilman. That's too much enthusiasm, too loud. All right, let's go to the temple system. The worm surges towards the waters of the cistern. You decide to join him for a brief excursion there after another hard day's ride. You find him in a shallow pool, appearing very much contented. This night, he thought he may never again feel fresh water's cool caress against his scales. He sighs, splashing about from time to time. Then he turns his attention over to you. Greetings, Soutpalt. Sir Gilman is happening. He's very, very loud, stately character, you see. You, Master Reader, are most kind. To take with you this wayward knight, he swears to prove himself to you and to the rest. He knows that soon now someone may go free. He knows the choice of whom may weigh upon you heavily indeed. For it is you who ought to make the choice, is that not so? This night he heard it from the others, so it must be true. Now, listen, please, upon what little honor this knight has. This knight's penance isn't yet complete. There's much atoning to be done. So, when rises the occasion to decide who ought to go free, this knight wants you to know something. Please, do not choose him, not even if you wish, and not even if you can. He begs of you, allow this knight that simple dignity. With that, Sir Gilman sinks into the waters, and the reader is a little sweaty from voicing him. His tail waves to you. That's surprisingly awkward. His tail waves to you to leave him be for now. That's right, Baylor, that's right. Sir Gilman does not believe that he deserves his freedom yet. He gained enlightenment from realizing he doesn't want to leave yet. Alright, cool. Sounds good. That's a good pick then, because we'd rather have him enlightened to get more leveled up, probably. You and your companions gather at Scribe's Gate, where the single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more, and falls under an archway carved of stone. Come along now, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when you are called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we may pass together, much how we act with a single heart and mind during the rites. Well then, lead onward, Tariq. Please, follow me. Oh man, removing his hat, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and the others follow. When the last of your companions near the arch, you notice someone standing high above, who then appears before you. Is that, you got an instrument and like wings? She eyes the lone minstrel first. A little bit of a sphinx thing going on, even maybe. Is that you, Tariq? It is. Greetings, Celeste. Celeste, the Gate Guardian, watches over Scribe's Gate and seems to be connected to the lone minstrel and the rites. Oh yeah, I don't think I actually would have picked up on that iconography there. Yeah, she's the moon, he's the moon, she's the sun, rather. Yep. Indeed. And how was your rest? Too long, Celeste. It seems your work is piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate? Aye. Then, let us make this quick. She gestures towards the rest of you. Now, each of you in turn, state who you are and what you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Do as she says, please, without questioning. Your fellow exiles exchange glances, but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me Hedwin the Deserter. I've come here seeking freedom for myself and my companions. In my case, so I can return to be with one whom I love. The woman bids him forward. The lone minstrel prompts Ruki to speak up next. Yeah, Southold, it is a visual novel first, and then a sports game second. It's not really like Bastion. Like they definitely like have done something very different with each of their games, right? Transistor's very different from Bastion, and Pyre is very different from both Bastion and Transistor. I'm regarded by the name of Ruki Greentail. I just want to get out of here, I guess, with my chums, preferably. Go see Mama back home. Captain? Oh, yeah, sure. She was military before she was exiled. I always have a hard time with her voice. I am Captain Jodariel. I do not truly know as yet what I am seeking here. Oh, my name is Ray, and I am here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. It must be them. It must be, because if not, then who? Tizo seeks to live up to the Nightwing's legacy, and maybe see the Commonwealth someday. Sir Gilman of the Sea Dominion, at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. Oh god, okay, she was, There were the frickin' the two, winged girls, the sisters. I remember their voices, but I don't remember which was which. She was the more cheerful, like, brighter one, right? Amethyst Theron, I'm only here because my sister is here. Then, as Volfred steps forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice. I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You are not clad in the raiments any longer. I would know why. I had my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you. I travel with them as a pilgrim now. I see. Then state why you are here, as have the others. My name is Volfred Sandalwood. I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side, and bring our freedom to the people there. She waves him by. Then she turns to you, for there is no one left to go. Crippled scholar, an old farmhand, a war orphan, or you don't know. Your youth is gone, but your thirst for knowledge earned you a trip to the downside nonetheless. Years of strife between the Commonwealth and the High Wing remnants have afflicted you since your birth. Try as you might, you cannot make out the details of what life was like in the Commonwealth. Yeah, I don't know why. You cannot, for the life of you, recall a time before arriving in the downside. Details of the Commonwealth are scarce within your mind. Mostly just what people have told you during the process of the 10-odd hours you played the game so far. Perhaps you wanted to forget the place. The one called Celeste continues to examine you, expecting you to add to your response. State what you truly seek. True freedom. You wish to return to the Commonwealth and live out your days there doing as you please? Nah. You wish to do whatever it takes to see your fellow exiles regain their freedom? I mean, sure, that's the easy answer. You want revenge! The Commonwealth which cast you down to the downside cannot be forgiven. Hey, Silver Star! Thank you kindly for the good words and the continued support. You want to see what happens? I mean, that's the most accurate. That is certainly the most accurate. I mean, I'm the reader, right? We're talking about me here. I want to see what happens. You just want to see your quest through to the end. You're not one to go through life examining whatever it is you desire. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Although, sometimes also true. Only sometimes do we examine. You take life as it comes and are content to appreciate some of the surprises. The woman regards you for a time, then nods once and waves all of you by. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here. Go forth with glory. And Tariq. Aye, Celeste. Be on your way as well. The lone minstrel bows his head and puts his hat back. He does not look back at her. Yeah, I mean, seeking knowledge would be appropriate too, but that's kind of what we chose. It's the closest to seeking knowledge that was available. From the top of Mount Aladil, you can see the distant downside before you. You think of the many thousand leagues you crossed to reach this point as the sky grows dim. Alright, what are you selling? Psst, hey! Guys! Just so you're aware at all, I know how come you're here. How come you made it all the way up here? Oh, I know all right. You're here because I got the lowest prices in all the downside, am I right? And some of the new stuff I got in stock, you're gonna get a lot of value there. An awful lot. What was this? Scribe snuff. Unlearn any masteries and choose again. Sure. Oh man, I don't have enough money to buy all the Stardust. But we got stuff we've just been sitting on not selling. Because we're like, eh. Alright, buy all the Stardust. Still don't care about anything else. See you later. Come see us again, guys! Oh, but we're going from that to somewhere else. We're talking to some more people first about, and then reading a book, and then maybe taking a break, and then we'll be doing some more sports ball, you see. What's this glowing? Oh, so cold it can burn the skin, keeps the wagon cool, and food fresher, longer. Keepsake from the Scalarian shore, apparently. You can turn it on and off, apparently. like they say it's Stardust, and who am I to doubt the word of Falcon Ron? Okay. Jodariel appears to be prepared for whatever is to come this night. Though it is not yet dark, she is already in her raiments. Edwin soon joins her, also looking ready. Any sign of Rookie? None as yet. Complained about a chafing at the collar of his mask. Our freedom might be hinging on that collar, then. I am certain that it is. They share a laugh together. The three of you exchange glances, but nothing is said, or needs to be said. Soon, if Wolfred is to be believed, one of your companions may regain his or her freedom. Hey! What I miss? Am I late? Is it starting? Is it starting yet? Easy, Rookie. We got a little time. It isn't starting yet. How fare your struggles with your mask, Greentail? Feeling a lot better, thanks. Just had to smash it repeatedly against a wall for a little bit. Put some of the old nerves to bed there, for good measure. Though, this is really happening, huh? One of us might be getting out of here. Like, soon. By dawn, in fact. If all goes well. If all goes well, that's one way to look at it, I guess. What are you getting at, Greentail? Well, it's just, we might be breaking up the band here, people, if one of us gets out. That's been bugging me for a while now. I thought we all were getting out of here at once. He shoots a look at you. Some of us, we might not be getting out of here at all. Edwin slams his fist against the wall. No, not if I can help it. We made a promise to each other. Each of us, the four of us. We're all getting out of here. I care about the others too, I do. But we've been here from the start. I want you to know my promise is to you, and I believe you'll do the same for me. So, it's like this. If any one of us gets out, great, but it's just a start. We're going to do whatever it takes there, on the other side, to make it so the rest of us can get back, too. What? You think they're gonna build a bridge down here if we ask nice or something? I don't know what it's gonna take. I just know we have to try. Gludariel turns to you. Reader, we shall find a way. She nods to reassure you, and to reassure herself. Rookie nods his head in turn, and Hedwin's gaze never once falters. Well, my friends, I think it's just about time. Let's go. One by one, they turn towards the door. The fall of Solium awaits. A vital step in your quest for freedom, yet you feel in your heart that it shall only be the first. Steel yourself and turn as your companions gain hope. And you take a moment to read a book. Is it worth rereading any of this? We'll go back like one page. The Demon. Emperor Myrrh. Scarcely could I recognize him when I at last found him. A half-starved animal, horns sprouted from his head, a bestial mirror on his blackened reputation. And I, a man who conquered countries, maybe centuries too, I don't think they're that old, feared my emperor then in such a way as I had never known. My charge had been to slay this man, but when I discovered him, he was already fighting for his life. The little imp, Haub, proved of little help against the Sisters of the Arch, whose entire lives were culminating in this instant. I was unable to watch. My heart ached with such pity for the man, and for the love I felt for him when I had served him, that I sprang to his defense. So we now actually know who the Sisters of the Arch are in this context. Very highly skilled, trained assassins. The mercy shown. The imp Haub and I, we helped save my emperor. And when the danger did subside, my emperor Solium Mur, he said something to me, which shook me to the essence of my being. He said, "You gave your freedom, Master Golathanian, so that I may yet have mine. You too are now an exile of the downside. In all the days which I have left, I never could repay the mercy you have shown me. So if I cannot do this in life, then I shall do it in the next." We crossed the land together, and together with the imp, we gained the company of those who saw in him what I did. That's curious, no. I wonder why they would default to a disabled tutorial. That is curious indeed. I'm still happy and amused that the ringer from the bell was taken out after I rang it too many times, because Rookie's like, this is garbage. What? Pair with the status? No telling. Rookie's practicing his moves. Ray's deep in thought. Sir Gilman is weighing tactical advantages, of course. Hey, Ironfurs. So, liberation right. Let me upgrade the thingy before I forget to. For Tezos. Yeah. Where's that +3? Let's just go ahead and drop that. Blip. And grab one of these +2s, and grab one of these +2s. But I'm not sure it actually needs to be maxed. But, I mean, this is additive, so every little bit I add at this point is amazing. This is the dangers of additive scaling, folks, rather than multiplicative scaling. I'm a little surprised the amounts don't look different. You have to actually hover over them to see the amount, but that's okay. Yeah, it's pretty hard to burn through all his stamina at this point, I imagine, so, I'm just gonna go with that for now. We can add more later if we want. These are still at the very least useful towards, like, more quickness or presence or something. No one's, rank 4, right? Yeah, not even terribly close, in fact. They say you must, like, no, like, how enlightened do people need to be? They say you need to be enlightened. So the plot-wise most relevant or most clear choice would probably be Rookie. The hey, this character does the least for me in the trials choice is Headwind. And I like voicing Rookie. I kind of want to keep him around. And he's fast too, so. Like, I'm not necessarily in love with Jodariel in the rights, but she's got that massive presence. She can just sit there and, like, body block the goal pretty effectively a lot of times. And we've got like all sorts of different little quick mobile people that do weird things, like the imp and the worm, the snake. That's the snake character there, Gilman, and the flyer. Commence the rite of liberation. It shouldn't be the exact same because I have not used them equally. But there's in-game mechanics that even things out a bit. Rookie, I feel, has all the connections though, Lancer. But he may not have the grit and determination, right? Like Headwin's got more determination, but Rookie's got more connections. So I could see that either way. Is everyone prepared, Headwin? Yes, though several of us have another question that's been troubling us. You need but ask. You said that one of us is going to return to the Commonwealth if we defeat the Tempers and the Rights this night. What happens if we fail? Edwin, my boy, don't you see? The path to freedom and the path to enlightenment are one and the same. Do you intend to stray from the path? No. Then you have nothing to fear. But let me be much more upfront with you. Should you be defeated by the Tempers this night, then one of them shall end up going free instead of one of you. It is as simple as that. What, then, is to be done? The very same as if we achieve victory. We await our next such opportunity and make the most of it. Tonight, our glowing plan is set in motion. We are united in our cause. We shall look as ever toward the stars for guidance, and seize upon our further chances, just as they arise. Volfred's ambitious plot to spark a revolution in the Commonwealth as peacefully as possible. The plan's current probability of success is 16%. What? We shall stand together, shoulder to shoulder, as the scribes themselves once stood. Apparently it's 16% now. So that's, if we send six people through, it's 100%. Is that how that works? Or we only need to send 5 because it starts at 16%, because he's already been working at this for a while. Actual numbers. I mean, I'm not certain that's an actual number though. I don't know. So look up, my boy, and set aside your doubts. It is time to take great strides along the path. I have not played Valkyrie Profile. Your story shall continue, regardless of the outcome of this or any rite. You need but see it through.
Many years have passed since last the Nightwings gained the summit of the sacred mountain and stood upon the fall of Solium. You are to be commended for your guidance, reader, but only if you can prevail in this liberation rite. Here you stand to gain much more than some enlightenment. Your adversaries are none other than the Tempers. I trust they need no introduction.
Now, I kind of forgot about him. Could you introduce him again?
One among you shall regain their freedom.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirants is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirants is present and prepared. And I've got a sneeze stuck in my nose. Then, anointed one of the Tempers, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Massive Demon swaggers into view. He reaches for his mask. Swaggers. You know who I am already. But look at what we got here. The damn Nightwings decided to show up. Almost figured we were never gonna see the day again. He takes notice of someone in your ranks. Hey, you! He indicates Lodariel. He scoffs back at him. Lose the mask. Ain't seen one of our own in ages. Not in these damn robes. Lodariel's hesitation is almost imperceptible before she moves to remove her mask, just as her adversary asked. Satisfied. Whoa, you must be new. Lodariel soon puts her mask back on. Enough talk. I like you, curly horns. Tell you what, once we put out your lights, you come along with these guys. We could have a spot open. Only shame is I ain't gonna be around to show you a good time. I should rather cut out my own tongue. Oh, you don't mean that. Our kind, we ought to stick together. Now, come on! Ignarius throws his mask back on as his allies snarl at the rest of you. Have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct this rite? The lone minstrel gets your attention in his subtle way. Reader, this is it. The first companion whom you choose shall be anointed to go free this very night if you prevail. The other two in the triumvirate shall lend their aid. As you may know, only the most enlightened in the rites are eligible to go free. Not all among you may be ready yet. Now, Nightwings, I would have your decision.
Who most deserves their freedom?
I think it's gotta be Hedwin. Greetings, Joe Toho. Everyone else is too useful to me, right? He was getting some pretty cool little, like, abilities, but so was everyone else, so... Alright. Hedwin it is. Oh, I gotta actually equip. Fine. Hey, Scotty. If you insist. Then the Gate Guardian looks upon you and your adversaries. Very well. Then, under the watch of the 8 scribes, here are the stakes of this eve's liberation rite. Should the Nightwings prevail, the one called Hedwin the Deserter shall be liberated. Should the Tempers prevail, the exile Ignarius shall go free instead. She then turns to you. Now, who among the Nightwings shall complete your triumvirate to strive alongside Hedwin the Deserter and see to his return in glory.
Who shall be at his side?
She used many more words to say that.
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
Hey, Aridolabo. Yeah, that was my first thought to understand. I'm like, well, they have to be level 3? But that seems kind of weird. No, they had to face their orb challenge and win. Let's take a look. So they've got a demon, so slow giant presence. Oh no, he's got a thing. Ashen coal. Oh, what? The starter will write the bear's Pyre automatically aids 30. It's a rank 30 talisman. And he's got like abilities and stuff. He's got the double rush. Gets stun after jumping. That's a little troubling. That's a crone. That's one of the snake jerks. And that's a worm. Okay. Those are, in fact, the ones that I have. I wonder if they always copy you or not. I mean, we're not taking Tizo, right? You can just hop around all day long. So we're certainly taking Tizo.
Tizo.
Tizo is more than willing to throw all his support behind Headwind this night. And really, anyone else is fairly reasonable. They've got their demon's got a bigger presence than our demon does, though. Although we could maybe fix that. Who's got the thing? Ray's got the thing. Like if I make that +5 presence instead of 3, then Lodariel would have the largest presence. Tizo voices himself, Scotty. Otherwise, I would consider it. What was Lodariel's thing that was kind of duh? Oh yeah. Or farther and faster. Like, it's fine. I mean, mostly we just want to be scoring with Tizo, but we need, if we just maintain parity, we lose, because they've got +30 Pyre strength here. So, having a blocker is probably good. And, you know, someone else that... Oh, wait. I don't have 4 people. We gotta rely on Headwind with some of this, too. Oh, no. Oh, what? I thought it was every 2. Fine. Alright, well now I've got the biggest presence of them all. What's up?
Joe Dariel.
It's like, maybe I shouldn't have just done demon to fight demon. That's questionable, I feel. Should have maybe just gone with what I'm comfortable with, since doing something I'm not comfortable with is a good way to ruin everything. But we'll find out when we return. I need to refill my drink. We'll take a quick break here and see what the result of the most important rite we've had yet is when we return. All right, we are back. I can sort of see that, Gamma. I can sort of see that. Greetings, Armoritic. Those lewd shuffling noises on the break. Oh man. Gonna hear me open doors and sneeze? All of the things. All of the things. Well, onward to our final right then, I suppose, huh? Oh, I don't think I haven't mentioned. I'm trying to add a new song to the playlist. I guess while I'm talking, I might as well leave that play. Every stream. That's kind of a soft goal. So that's been true of the last like 6 streams, I think. And I'm always playing a new song for the first time right as the stream gets started, like the last song before we go live or whatever. So there you go. If you want an exclusive first peek at the new music, you gotta be here early. Someone might care. Someone might care. Anyway. Hey, Zimmy. Very well. Let us prevail here and see this through.
Very well.
That's entirely too many very wells. Jadariel said very well, the voice of the sky said very well, and now Celeste is saying very well. Very well. The 8 scribes accept your choice, reader of the Nightwings. She then indicates to the Lord Minstrel. Now, are you yourself prepared, Tariq? That is a large number, Arbreak. Very well indeed. Very well indeed. Aye, Celeste. Then, let us all begin. Nightwings, been waiting an awful long time to get out of this hole. Try and stop me. I guess that's It can go so fast forever. Like 80% is already more than I needed. For sure. Oh crap. Oh, alright. I wanted to switch, but barely made that. See you later. Jeez, that was ridiculous stuff. 80% was already way more than I needed. Nope. Nope, I needed to jump. I'm not jumping. They'd probably make that, right? Yeah. Nope, switch to Tizo, man. Oh, dang it, they got me. They got Tiza. He'll be back. He'll be back. Oh, alright, that's fine. Oh, no! They're good at passing. Ah, we even get to keep Tiza for the next fight, next match here. Next round, I guess that'd be the word. Oh wait, I got it. I thought they got it. Ah, crap. Thanks for the boost. You good for nothing, Nightwings. Skip out on us for years and years, then show up all of a sudden like you're gonna let somebody out for once. But now we gotta work for it, I guess. Damn it. I used to be the best. At this, at least. But now, the pressure's getting to me. Can't believe it's getting to me. Ah, Moria. I doubt you'd even recognize me anyway. Come on, Nightwings. Let's see you keep this up.
The demon whom you face was once a man, long since tainted by the downside,
Crap.
or rather by his crimes. I suspect his penance is not yet complete. Yes.
I mean, sure. That's fine. You can take out Jody all day long. Yep.
Oh, you poor thing.
Rude. Oh, I missed! I missed! I just somehow just flat missed it. I'm okay with that for now.
Close call there, no?
Oh, he did respawn in time.
Righteous fire.
One more.
No more than a lick of flame remains.
Wait, I didn't have stamina yet. I used up all my stamina, so I couldn't jump. I was like, I hit the jump button, dagnabbit. Costs you stamina to do things, buddy. Alright, we needed Headwind to drive it in.
The Nightwings proved their worth. As for their adversaries, they did not.
So, I kind of...
Ends the liberation right. And thus, the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds. Return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
I kind of wonder though, like, since you're like fighting like specific named people, right? Like, if we lose and Ignarius goes free, and then we lose, and then whoever we're fighting against then goes free, and then we lose, and whoever we're fighting against then goes free, like, What happens if we just lose every liberation right possible? I feel like it's going to take too long for me to actually investigate such a thing myself, but I am quite curious of that line. Like, how long does the game keep up with you losing and still have someone to throw at you? Gah, what a joke. We should have had this. You should have had this. Got all rusty. You've been waiting so damn long. Damn it. Damn it. Nightwings. Be seeing you around, I guess. But next time, you ain't gonna be so lucky. Hey, Seven Spirits. We did it. Then, I guess that means I have to go. I broke my vow to them, that we would all go free, together. Reader, my friend, why would you do this? Will you ever forgive me? Thickeny, wait for me. Wait for me. Someone whom Hedwyn cares deeply for. They were separated in the Commonwealth. Ficani. He remained silent for a moment longer. Then, listen to me, all of you. I will not forget this. If there's anything at all I can do back on the other side to help the rest of you, then I'm going to find it, and I'm going to do it. And, at the very least, I will do everything I can to make sure that, by the time more of you come join me back at home, then it'll be a better place. For all of us. Look, I don't have long now, so just thank you. All of you. I won't forget this. Then he plunges out of sight, into the shimmer pool. His voice is audible, but growing faint. Shimmer Pool is a seldom-seen celestial phenomenon, linking the downside back to the Commonwealth. Thus, beneath the blooded moon, the Sclorian waters rise for but a moment, only to fall again. It's happening. Goodbye, my friends. Reader, everyone, goodbye. Until we see each other. May he return in glory.
Godspeed, Hedwyn. The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again. Until the turning of the stars, farewell.
Look to the stars for the next opportunity for liberation rites. Godspeed's a fun word, yeah. After your victory over the Templars in the Liberation Rite, you return to your wagon to decide how to proceed from here. I'm going to miss that guy. It's quieter now, but I... Oh, Hedwyn's name is now flashing. He was the first friendly face who encountered the downside. He has regained his freedom. We'll see Hedwyn again if we persevere. Our journey's now begun in earnest. We'll just need to make a few last preparations while we're here. Wait, what about the stars? They don't seem to wait around for us. About that, Reader, go see for yourself. The night sky over Mount Aladil is much darker than you would have expected. Your thoughts are with Hedwyn as you look towards the heavens. You gaze into the darkness of night. Do we have no destination? You search and search the sky, but in vain. No stars are shining now. The stars revealed nothing, did they not? You confirm his suspicions. It's as the book foretells. This is the chance we need to make ready for what lies ahead. There's a haven south of here we'll travel to at dawn. And when the stars decide to shine for us again, we'll be ready. Mark my words. It has something to do with the word speed, sort of. Not really. Following Hedwyn's liberation, you find Volfred smoking at his pipe, his eyes averted. He looks up and smiles as you approach. Hello, my kin. Excellent work back there. Thank you for your perseverance. Though, I was just reflecting on how very fortunate I've been in all of this. Not just me, but, really, all of us who had a chance to stand with Hedwyn here. Ours is, admittedly, a somewhat desperate plan. Plan's current probability of success, 24%. That is a smaller increase than I would have hoped. It was vital to me, should the Nightwings rise again, that it be under proper care and guidance. I was just thinking how well Hedwyn served in that capacity. Whatever is to be the outcome of all this, no doubt his presence shall be missed. That's correct, Joe, yeah. My agents and I, we were unsure of him at first. A common boy like that, completely unacquainted with the rights. But, in the end, I felt that he was worth a shot. Someone like him. Sincere, determined, with loyal friends, and desperate to get home. Those qualities spoke volumes. Then he falls silent for a time. I have every faith that he shall strive on our behalf, now, in the Commonwealth, and it is my hope that he yet finds the one he sought. You and Volfred speak a little more of Hedwyn for now. You are left wondering what shall become of him in the Commonwealth. Yeah, that flows up naturally too, Joe. Like I literally don't think I would have even noticed it as a thing if people in chat hadn't pointed it out. Hedwyn instead is liberated. Hedwyn used to do most of the cooking, but now... Sir Gilman standing watch, talking to the scribes for rain. Rookie's digging outside. And... where's the rug? Oh, there it is. Cleaning her armor. Okay. Starved to death minigame, yeah. Shouldn't have got rid of the cook. Good morning, my kid. The place I noted earlier. Let me illuminate the way. Oh, okay. I can click the Moonlight Alcove if you would like. Small landing on the dark side of the Sacred Mountain. Volfred leads all of you into a calm and quiet clearing, tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden folds. All about, you see a variety of strange items and equipment. Bide your time. I don't know what else you would do with time other than bide it. Alright, what now, Volfred? You find Volfred, seemingly lost in thought, but then he turns to you. Greetings, Frieder. This wagon and I, we've many memories together, and I could not help reliving some of them just now. I suppose some aspects of my past may be of relevance to you, given your role. If there is something that you wish to know, you need but ask. His sentence, Nightwing's disbanded, how he knows the lone minstrel. Volfred reminds you of someone you heard about long ago in the Commonwealth. Is this going to be like most of these in the past where we could only ask one now and then maybe we could ask about another one in like an hour and a half or something? We'll see, I guess. What seems the most important? I don't know. They're all pretty important. Sure. Let's find out more about the moon. You ask Volfred about his history with the lone minstrel, whom he seems to know quite well. Tariq was there with the Nightwings when they took me on. His manner has always been much as how you've seen. Although, he's somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then, if you can believe that. I think our plan has sparked a little fire in him. He serves the Rights and the Nightwings. I tried to ask him of his past before, but he seems rather reluctant to speak of it. Though, it is plain that he's not from around here. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nonetheless, although I do not know too much of him, I count him as a friend. I lost track of him for some time, though it was he who first informed me that the Nightwings had returned. He and Tizo were instrumental at our meeting. It's been good to see him doing relatively well. Anyway, was there anything else you wish to talk about? Why did the Nightwings disband? You express interest in knowing more of how the Nightwings came to be here, and Volfred's past connection to the group. I've been connected to the Nightwings almost since the beginning of my days in exile. They found me, in a manner as I understand, quite like how Hedwyn and the others found you. Back then, it was a smaller group than we have now. I joined an exile called Erisa, and another known as Orelek. Yes, this is a former exile of the Nightwings who conducted the rites. Yeah, that's... Thanks. Once in a while, we let a little Tizo stand with us as well. He's rather older than he looks. And the other triumvirates we stood against, they feared us. Only the Tempers present any threat to us in any given right. But there was a terrible accident. Erisa, we lost her, and Orelek. He was my friend. He fell from Mount Aladil. We lost him as well. On the night when he was going to be free. We were reckless, hasty, and I was powerless to stop any of it. I blamed the rights themselves, the circumstances that put us into danger. The downside has claimed many lives, yet this, it was too much. I vowed never again to don the mask and raiments. I had the black wagon cleared and buried, such that it could not be used again. If the Nightwings would rise again, it would be under different circumstances, under new leadership, and towards a different purpose. And that is all I wish to say of this, my kin. We got a nice little, like, quiet moment in the background. Choo choo! What's up? I'm a train! What did you do to earn your sentence? You asked Volfred about his past in the Commonwealth, and how it is he came to be in the downside. How rather forward of you, my kin. Most whom I have met during my travels here have been reluctant to approach the subject of one's history before one's exile. Nonetheless, I am happy to tell you. As a reader, I assume you are familiar with the stamping press. I owned and operated one. A legal invention allowing written materials to be published at an extraordinary rate. In 617 AS, the Commonwealth was under siege from within, as anti-theocratic propaganda quickly spread. I took issue with the Commonwealth, the ban on literacy, the interminable wars against the high-wing remnants. I spread the truth about it all with my machine. Under pseudonym, of course. Still, I knew I was putting myself at risk, and sure enough, my stamping press was eventually discovered and burned to the ground. I, however, managed to elude capture for a while, but not for long enough. Here, in the downside, I chanced upon the Nightwings, who were searching for a reader. In that respect, my past, I think, is similar to yours. Anyway, that is the long and the short of it. Alright. You thank Volfred for his time. Bid him a good rest of the afternoon. Likewise to you, reader. Be well. Hey, Alyssa. Alright. Bide my time. See, now my, I'm not even doing, like, a crazy motion like I was for, like, Undyne or anything with him, but I'm, like, holding my hand on my chest, and he's talking so much it's still making my, voice, my hand, my arm sore a little bit for Volfred here. Everyone, the amenities are modest here at Moonlight Alcove, but I suggest that you get comfortable. You may be here for some time. For many years, Volfred smuggled supplies and furnishings to this well-hidden locale. As for myself, I have some business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care for now. It shall be ready by when you next... No. He has an odd manner of speaking. I keep expecting words to be in different orders. It shall be ready by when you need it next. From the mountaintop, you can see all across the downside. Its impossible expanse staring back at you. The thought occurs to you that you may never see another land besides it. And so, you and your companions wait upon the mountaintop in quiet solitude, anticipating when the cycle of the rites begins to turn again. And then, you shall have another opportunity to free one of your own. You may earn back their freedom, one by one. Many moons pass. Then, one evening... May I have a moment, reader? The Lone Minstrel finds you poring over the Book of Rites, as has been your leaning through your stay at this abode. Begging your pardon, but there is something you may wish to see. Please, follow me. You follow him into the cold night. Look forth, reader. The stars shine like you have never seen. Once more, the path towards salvation is revealed. But now, something is different. He's got a few big words. He's used at least two $5 words. There's nothing wrong with that, to be clear. But there's been a couple words anyway. Seek now your destination. Yeah, that's okay. Each prior time you searched the stars, they showed to you a single path. But now, several rites avail themselves to you at once. Black hole it is. You are not permitted to conduct the next rite here. Fine. That's where we are now, right? Yeah. You have to at least go somewhere else before trying a liberation rite again. Shocking. By Barker. So, I mean, if we want a free win, we go back to fight the worms, I guess, right? We can go fight him just because he's nice guy. Can I not challenge, like, get a rematch against our only defeat? Yeah, I can't. It doesn't seem like I can go back and fight the snake jerks again. I mean, honestly, I kind of don't want to voice them again anyway. Voicing snakes makes me lightheaded. How's it going, Thode? Thank you kindly for that, host. Let's see. I can remember most of the voices. I'm sure I'll have my chance. Just can't do it yet. I kind of assume by default this sort of situation would be all of the previous options rather than most of them, you know? All except the liberation one, of course. Sure. Let's go to the fate. Say hi to Dalbert again. The stars urge that we go to the Ridge of Gold, a long way off. Fulfred, sir, how are we to reach the Ridge of Gold in due course of time? You know full well, Tariq. Preparations are complete. You think you see the Lone Minstrel smile, ever faintly, but cannot be sure. Please ask the others to gather their belongings, rest, and then assemble at the wagon there at dawn. We shall be departing at that time. Well, I mean, I could bully the worm again, which would just be the easiest auto win like I could have. As you will, sir. The cycle begins anew. As the years advanced, you'll find there ought to be fewer rites this time, until once more we are to traverse Scribe's Gate. Exactly how many, it is difficult to say, but our next chance at liberty ought to present itself much sooner than before, so let's be ready for it. Now then, see you in the morning, reader. The companions have not traveled far from Moonlight Alcove. Word of the news soon spread throughout the group. The worms do get a little better, okay. Because that was definitely the freest fight I had so far. Next morning, Volfred calls everyone together before the Black Wagon. This old wagon is more than it appears. With Bertrude's aid, it escorted you across the sea to me. And now, it shall escort us anywhere the stars require. Come and see. Volfred beckons you to join him in the wagon. You take a step inside. There's a bunch of shiny things, including some levers that make it go airborne or something, probably. Something has changed about the wagon's interior. What looked before to be old cracks and signs of age now expose various intricate components once hidden from view. You are the Night Wings. You shall travel in their customary way. He turns to you, indicating levers and devices marked with symbols from the book. Now, reader, whenever you're ready, you may take us up. I'll show you how. And everybody else, hang on to something. Let's get a read first, but... Wagon, I believe, is about to be a bird. I have to hold it down to take off. Alright, now we're flying. After having soared into the sky, the Black Wagon remains aloft, somehow. Never thought I'd soar like this again. Tizo is excited to be flying again, and you get the impression this may not be the first time for him. Hey, now we're talking. The Nightwings sail the skies again, wheresoever the stars may call for them. There is one catch. The downside provides few locales suitable for landing. Though, we should be able to find at least a couple landing places near to where we're going. We'll then make way by land or sea toward our destination. Now, without further ado, let us proceed. Black Wagon can fly! Sail now the skies! Oh man. Wait, there's another flying ship? Hold on, what's up? How's it going? That's I guess that makes some sense. Oh god, now I gotta voice her again now. You can hear the angry hissing coming from Umhildi all the way from your position. You think mayhap the skies belong to ye? Shh! Foolish! The skies and everything above them and below belong to the astral born. He shall be smitten from his skies on his awakening. Now, be gone! Rude. Alright. I kind of just want to follow her around now. There's something else flashing up there. Hold on, what else was flashing? There's a thing. As you soar above the waters of Worm Gulf, you notice Sir Gilman sidle up to you. Very slowly. We are very, 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 very high above the waters, if this knight is not mistaken. This knight's brethren lurk beneath the surface there, in numbers untold. Fortunately, if we were to come crashing to the surface now, then this knight, why, he would receive a watery burial in the custom of his kind. Alright, can we catch up with the jokes? Where were they gone? Oh, we got other little points of interest. You soar near the border of the Sandfalls, where your companions first found you in the downside, long ago. There's nothing for you there, and you wish never to see it again. Acceptable. As you fly aloft over the area of the downside prairie where your first path diverged, you see Ruki looking down at the lands below. You know, chum, I gotta say I never did get over you taking us through Blooming Pool that first time, way back when. To think that someone of your character would side with Jody rather than myself. It is fortunate for our sake that the reader does not often heed your advice, Greentail. Hey, that's cold, Jody. My chum here listens to me at every turn, I'll have you know. Except for that first time. Shame we shall never know what delights awaited us. That's not really her voice anymore. A shame we shall never know what delights awaited us at Hollowroot. Oh, you missed out. You mark my words. We'd all be writing in style by now rather than sputtering about in this old thing. No doubt. Despite how it appeared to you at first, they both seem to be in good spirits, reminiscing about old times. Alright, +1 hope for Ruki and Jody, sure. I mean, sure. What do we got over here? Yonder lies the Ridge of Gold. Somewhat less imposing when viewed from this vantage point. Do you not agree, reader? The myth of the downside hold that it is no mere ridge of stone, but the remains of Lord Grandroth, once slain by Gol Gotharian himself. Lord Gandroth is the Serpentine, vanquished by the scribe Gol. He brandished his tower shield and sent Gandroth's fury back into his countenance. Gol is second of the 8 scribes, known as the Oath Taker, or the Repentant. The Empire's Master General entered exile of his own volition to pursue his liege. That's the one we've been reading in the books from Gol there. Though, perhaps such tales are of little import now, when you stand to confront the fate there in just a short while. Yeah, so I can actually land at either of these, I guess. I can vocation up there, or I can find something of value. We still got something else we can sell to buy more dust, right? I think so. Although pursuing the vocations is less exciting now that we got the 4 points of actual value from the global boosts. And I know, hope and glory are both good too, potentially, but Alright, whatever. We could try a different vocation too. Like finding something of value, perhaps. You make a successful landing in Downside Prairie, near the southern edge of the Downside. Memories of having first met Hedwin, Jody, and Rookie come flooding back. Flooding back. Your companions assist with a routine inspection of the wagon. Ray reports the wagon's hull is well intact. It did not suffer damage during flight. Jodaril observes a small fracture in the edge of the wing flaps. Though on further scrutiny, this proves to not be cause for much concern. Everything seems in order. The rest of the group got through the flight without incident. You should have some time to explore the vicinity before continuing onward to the Ridge of Gold by land. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Ray. Look at all of the shiny things now, man. Waking wood wisps. The wisps inside provide a scarce bit of light when it is needed, all for a low monthly fee. Downside Clinger. Yields fruit from time to time, though only if one says the magic words. Oh, I bet I can sell... Yeah, you can sell that berry. Nice. Greastone. Exhibits a flagrant disregard for natural law, thus providing light entertainment. Yeah. There's just glitter everywhere. Oh no. Yeah, that's holy moly. You can just read almost the entire book now. There's this section here missing though. Oh, already done it, Joe. The bell's been deactivated because I hit it too many times. Are we actually done with this section then? I guess so. Can I just go back from here? No. Because I thought we were at like page 19 or something. Yeah, there's the... No, that's it. Yeah, 17. So there's just a gap. Fine, there's a gap. I guess we'll read section 2 and then probably go from there. Living in exile, in the words of Jomar Minimane, the Alpha Chief. Once I, too, roamed free. I remembered well those days in which I was called Chief. I traveled all the world over on my four good paws, and I was well adored. I wanted to grow stronger. Here, at last, I have. I shall not mince my words. This place shall either harden you or kill you. It shall haunt you with old memories. How's it going, great sage? Thanks, as always, for continuing to support the stream. You share the exile's plight. My charge is to alleviate the sting of it for you a little bit, and to prolong your stay, but only for as long as needed. Your charge is to return. We call this place the Downside for a reason, but, in time, here you can learn to eat, to seek out shelter, and to find a certain beauty in unlikely places. Oh, we get one page from them. I see. Hey, Tico the Tiger! I see, fair enough. Gonna have everyone's perspective at once. Missing well, that's, you only count every other page, but a lot of pages. It's like yes, nine pages of the 4-pod, mini-pod, whatever they were. Forsaken lands, in the words of Molten Melith, the Wild Witch. Years upon long years we spent distilling life essence from many things, which all once writhed under the auspices of their mortality, which we ourselves cut short. In this we have no regrets, for we learned much, and so, we think, did they. We earned the title Witch, and we were forced to flee into the downside. Here we encountered Solium Mur, and soon we gained an understanding of each other. He bade us circumnavigate these lands and catalog our findings. We felt a strong desire to expose the secrets of this land. He wished to yield benefit to those who followed in our wake. Indulge us both, then. Then you get a fancy little shiny thing as the ruins become deciphered. Downside Prairie. The downside is connected to our realm via a single artery, the river named for our prestigious sap colleague, Lou Sklorian. That river gushes into seeming nothingness. That seeming nothingness turns out, of course, to be the downside. Its existence undermines thousands of years of thought about the composition of our world. The downside's southern edge we call the Sandfolds. It is a desecrated wasteland, speaking well to this land's lack of hospitality. Here, the strength of many who survive the river journey finally fails. If only they could clamber further north, where lies the verdant downside prairie. A better place to perish, to be sure. Mount Alodil. Gaining the summit of the sacred Mount Alodil involved no small amount of sacrifice and sorcery, in varying proportion. The mountain's energies were palpable, the sensations that we felt, indescribable. The lands we stood upon were closer to the stars than the world we knew. It was upon this highest point in all the downside that we first made efforts to concoct this tome, which you now read. It was there that we were stricken with a vision of the cycle of the rites, and felt, together, for the first, a sense of freedom unlike any we experienced before. But that is a subject which our comrades shall illuminate in greater detail. Alright, let's do Ray's thingy-majobber. After chatting with Sandra for a minute, I guess. Ah, my best friend in all of the world, come to visit me again. Does it make you uncomfortable, perhaps, that I should call you thus? Perhaps you think that you do not yet know me very well. But I know you just fine. You reveal a great deal to me when you come visit me like this. You are not the only one who can sense things in others, you know. She laughs to herself. One learns to read a bit when forced to suddenly appear within a book for 837 years or so. Especially if one is wont to pry a little, you understand, for it gets rather boring here. I know all about you, a common wanderer who simply wants to see their quest to its completion, only to end up spending all their time talking to an apparition stuck in a stone. Oh, I know about your loves, or lack thereof, about your favorite pastimes, certain habits you may be somewhat loath to admit. Fear not, of course. I use this special knowledge only as a means to entertain myself, I think. And, if you don't like it, why, just keep your distance, like so many of your predecessors. As for the other Beyonders, they are as wraiths to me. I must seem to all those idiots with whom you consort. I cannot confide as easily in my own kind as I am able to confide in you. But I suppose that I have said too much. Thank you, as ever, for the visit. You have given me a lot to think about. More than you know. She laughs again, softly. Alright, what's it? Just name the victim, and I shall be more than pleased to make him or her suffer for a bit. What do we give Ray? Give her Tigos there. Have a little extra presents in Ray? That seems pretty good. Here you go, Ray. Have some presents. Bloop. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Ray. I must admit, I do sense something from that one. I once had a wild heart, myself, quite like her own. We shall see if there is more to her than that. Let us bring her forth. Soon Ray arrives in heed of the summons. The scribes, I think that if I listen carefully, that I could hear them calling out to me. So-called savages, such as Ray, are similar to nomads such as Hedwin in the rites, but move in quick, sudden bursts. Sandra appears again. Listen well, girl. The place where you reside at present has but a single rule, which is you answer to me here. Wow. Okay, I will. Such naive enthusiasm. Now, be silent. It is plain to me that you have much to learn as yet about the rites. But as you have learned something, and I would to see you prove it, without the benefit of anyone, save for your reader. Okay. Are you out there to help me with this, reader? Probably. How do you work again? Ah. Oh, freaking quick imps over here. Running it right in. I thought, we had equal range. Well, that's a problem. That's not good enough. We actually had equal range. I thought I outpaced them. I did not. Jeez. These guys, I need to learn how to use Ray better, apparently. I don't know. I'm getting thrashed here. I swear, my area absolutely looks longer than that. I thought it was a different one because it so clearly looked longer. Oh, right, I'm out of stamina. I can't jump. Well, mostly they're just teaching me how awesome our little imp friend is. Ah, crap. They already respawned. Which I agree, imps are awesome. Okay, got one. That quick jumping, like I don't even know how to react to that in time. Hey, Raven. Okay. Nah, they waited for me, but I'll respawn in time. Oh, dang it. I forgot how much stamina her jump used. Like, all of it, basically. Okay. Okay, how did I do? How did I do? I must admit, you did it better than I had expected, girl. You have passed this trial of yours. Some congratulations are in order, to you and also to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. The Chastity are a conniving triumvirate bent on exploiting the rights to gain status in the Commonwealth. Did I imagine all of that, reader? Because I hope I didn't. Wow. What is it that you have there? Kaelmer's Anklet. After Ray casts her aura, it can bounce off objects and solid surfaces. Okay. Seems not bad. But yeah, see, I can't ring the bell anymore. I'm just a little sad that they didn't remove the little, like, plunger, the ringer inside, visually. Because, like, that's what happened, right? Like, what is this? You observe the masks and robes whose old engravings and embroideries suggest a formal purpose. Some of the garments are massive, while some of them seem like they might fit a child. Also, there were dots coming from the wagon again, even though I just left it. You meet up with Pamitha, who suggests you go ranging with her through Hollowroot. What say we fly this one together, reader darling? Together, you set out to explore the lonesome lands around the Black Wagon. You find little to speak of, other than desolation typical of the downside. The book is still sparkly because there was more to, read. I just didn't read it all because there's a lot to read that suddenly opened up. Should probably head back. Don't want the others getting the wrong idea. You and Pamitha make your way back to the wagon. Though uneventful, your search helped ease the burden weighing on you, and leaves you with time to pursue vocations. Sure, we've never done it, so we might as well. We had like little silhouettes of everyone pop up there. That was interesting. Having gleaned knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can impart some of its teachings. As each exile's path towards enlightenment is personal, you'll have to mentor them one at a time. So, assumingly this, levels them up a bit. Do we want to, just level up Tizo, man. Make Tizo just the most badass, awesome dude. Like, what does he get? 10 additional damage! Okay, yeah, mentor Tizo. Done and done. Help Tizo gain enlightenment. Tizo would be pleased to go over the finer points of the rites with you. You illustrate to Tizo some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as of one mind. You sense he grasps some of the concepts. Oh, God, yeah, that's a lot. Okay, one more. Tizo can get to supplement his OP-ness with, actual, destroying of the enemy's pyre every time. Tizo seems very excited about some of your ideas. Yeah, I like that. Alright. We can now go back in here. Maybe it was already there and I'm just blind. I am not sure. That's certainly possible. Exactly, Anwar, exactly. Tizo doesn't get to go home because I need him. He's too strong. Sir Gilman is fuming in anger over something, so much so that you are hesitant to approach him. But you approach him anyway. God. How do I make him louder than normal? I can't even do that. Not without, waking people up in the house, right? Exile is too light a sentence for this night! He notices you, then, and seizes up. He begins acting rather nonchalant, as though his outburst did not just transpire. Ah, Greetings to you, noble master reader. What brings you to this night after this afternoon? I just added extra words. That's fine. Sir Gilman is attempting to make small talk. What's up, buddy? You maintain a gentle tone with him and ask whether there is something he might wish to discuss. Sir Gilman perhaps could benefit from talking through his woes. He stands there for a time, silent and dejected. But then, Master Reader, this knight cannot escape the horrors of his past. It seems that you would hear them. Then, you have this knight's apologies ahead of time for burdening you further with his troubles. Having said that, here then are the troubles you requested. You are, of course, familiar with the siege of the Spiral Sanctum. For this night, the memory of it is like a wound which will not close. What was that? Burn down remains of the old capital. Ah. Okay. This knight stood there on the front lines whilst the high-wing remnants descended upon us. So furious was their assault that our chain of command was ruptured instantly. We of the Sea Dominion, we require orders to perform our duty. Without such orders, why, we surely made a very easy target there that eve. One by one, then two by two, they picked us off, becoming bolder, some of them shrieking with laughter all the while. This night, he saw his comrades cast aside like sea flies. How this knight survived, he does not know for certain, even now. Perhaps it was that he attempted to pursue and to detain his own knight commander, whom you met when you first met this night. That cursed Sir Deluge, if not for his craven cowardice, the Spiral Sanctum, it might have held at least a while longer. But instead, we were routed, rendered spineless both in form and deed. Sir Deluge was first to turn and flee, as our chain of command crumbled. And as for this knight, he failed to catch his knight commander. He must have looked a coward, too. Thus came the time for penance, and this knight, why, he insisted on the only course of action reasonable. He insisted on the sentence to the downside. And, as you can plainly see, his wish was then fulfilled. How absurd that he should re-encounter his old knight commander here, soon after. Thus did this knight become obliged once more to Sir Deluge. We took to the waters in the Sea of Solace, where soon we met the Pyre Hearts, a triumvirate exclusive to our kind. It was plain to see that they lacked wherewithal, and Sir Deluge, they thought he could provide it, the leadership they sought. And his was too much of a coward to decline. As for this knight, being of the Sea Dominion, he had little choice but to comply, or so at first he thought. When this night, when he encountered you and the Nightwings, something awakened within him. With so little honor left to lose, and so much left to gain, it became eminently clear that this knight stood a better chance within your ranks than those of Sir Deluge. And there is little left to say. This knight cannot escape his past, and yet he chooses to believe that he was spared that day not merely by coincidence. Perhaps under King Ores yet has plans in store in which this knight may play a part. This knight, he clings, however vainly, to that hope. He slithers away, his head bowed low. And the reader takes a sip of his drink, exhausted. Oh my. It seems best to leave him be for now. You sense he feels relieved at having shared all this. Roster bio update. Oh, we get the more info on his backstory. Which is what we got. So like it just clarifies that in the backstory, I guess. Oh god. Talking with your hands is helpful but tiring, I feel. The path to freedom beckons you to press on. Back to the Ridge of Gold. There's some glitter on the ceiling. We can see it later then, perhaps. Hey guys! Say, what are you guys doing all the way back here? You know it's not so bad here. I was thinking, and I got some pretty good stuff. I think you ought to check it out. What is this? Twilight Shine. Inflating the bonus damage. Didn't we already have that? Thought we had that already. Yeah. Oh, this could be sold for 4. Fair. Not a whole lot. Oh, when flinging. I see. That's even worse. I'm not excited about it if it always works, if it only sometimes works. Yeah, there's the other one. Plunging is +2. Man. Flinging won't even cost more. Alright, as usual, we'll just take your dust and leave, buddy. They're leaving, Dad. Just look at how much we got this time. Not really that much. It's like 21 or something. You and the others are busying yourself for the commencement of the rite this evening when you notice Ray behaving strangely. More than usual. Maybe he is here. I think he has to be somewhere nearby. She notices you then. Oh, I'm sorry, reader. I was just it's just I think maybe my friend is here. And I was hoping to say hi to him before we have to do the ceremony with the star ball. Wait, is that... That's him! My friend is here! He's here! Just then, your adversaries, the Fate, arrive on the other side of the Ridge of Gold. They begin making necessary preparations. Ray rushes over to them before anyone can stop her, even as the stars above start shining through the darkness. Look, as long as you don't prevent me from using Tizo, it's fine. Each of the celestial landmarks where the rites take place has its own distinct layout and properties that may influence the outcome. Slightly.
Reader, ever persevering, aren't we? Well then, rejoice, because the cycle of the rites begins anew. Perhaps you'll liberate another soon enough. Your chosen adversaries here shall be the Fate. Reduce their flame to ash, just as you did when last you met. Now, who exactly shall oppose them?
Tizo. Well, mostly we just need Tizo. Oh, hello again. Hello. Why, hello indeed, young one. We are the Fate, and once again we hail you, and all the Nightwings.
Thanks. I was wondering, may I speak to your son?
Why, I do not see why not, but let me see here. Elmer, where are you? Begging your pardon, young one, but my son is not always punctual, you see. Hold, I shall go and fetch him.
Oh, okay. I mean, my friend. I hope that he remembers me.
You?
Wait, where is Father? Father! Oh, hello. Hello again. Your father, he went looking for you. Did you not see him? No, I did not see him. This had best not be some Nightwing's trick, or else I'll...
Ah, there you are, Almer. Our cordial adversary wishes to salute you, I believe.
Oh, that's right. I mean, here, this is my salute. I am saluting you. It's nice to see you, and may the scribes watch over you. Okay? I want them to watch over us as well, but maybe just this time, or not just this time, but this and other times, maybe they can watch over all of us. Okay?
The two of them stand and watch as Ray skips over to rejoin your group. An unusual sort, that one. She is. She is about your age.
Father!
I pray that all of our training since our last encounter shall not be in vain. Since Dalbert speaks the truth, the Fate are more capable than before. Each time you face a triumvirate, they gain talismans and masteries. Do not underestimate them.
Now, let us get started.
I can take a look at them. What do you got? Dying Flame. Okay, so they got a revival. What a crappy talisman to upgrade. Oh wait, no, hold on. This is entirely different than what I thought it was. While the bear's Pyre has less health than the adversaries, they do bonus damage. Okay. That makes way more sense. Oh, they've got it doubled up. They both have it. All of them have it. So they just all do bonus damage, basically. Assuming I'm winning, they do bonus damage. That's what we got here. Oh, he's got double jump. And super speed. Alright, well. Let's start by making the obvious choice. Who do we want to go with, Tiza? We got, go like Pamitha and Rugi? Sounds good to me. Do we want, something more exciting for Ruki here? That's fine. Although we could actually bring Ray, because she's got the specific, you know... We just had Ray plot here. So... Pamitha and Ray, then, perhaps? Sure. What talisman do we want on Pamitha? Recover stamina, or I guess quickness. Just go fast. You gotta go fast, right? We won't buff that one yet.
Pamitha, it is done.
the fate. Would that being a good family were the same as being a good as a triumvirate. Steel yourself, Alma. Are you prepared to face our adversaries once again? Always, Father. Let us prevail, here and now. Let us do so indeed, my son.
I kind of just like want to lose to him now. Honestly, it's like they're nice folks. Give him a little hope. But Tizo doesn't just accept loss so easily because they're awesome.
What are you doing, you? Put your mask back on. We're in the middle of a rite. Oh, I know. It's just I wanted to say I think that you are very brave. Is all I think. Because we have encountered many triumvirates by now. I mean, we have the descendants and the tempers and. What are you talking about? Get to the point. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I just. My name is Ray. I wanted you to know my name. It's Ray. Since I know yours. I see. Then ready yourself, Ray. We shall not hold back.
Such a struggle it must be for poor old Dalbert and his witless son.
Oh, I almost ran out of stamina. Look at that.
Magnificent.
Hey, Calanders.
Now then.
Oh, I got bodied. I don't even remember who. Oh, we picked Ray, right? Yeah, Ray over here. Oh, I needed to jump again.
Left your clutches.
Oh, right, it works like that. No, they even threw it in.
Engulfed.
That's okay. We got Tizo back. It's fine. Everything's fine. Just run him around for a while, then just fly it in.
Die little.
Oh, what the? That's switchback. Pulling that off, man, is not easy.
Was dangerously close.
Oh, crap.
Someone grasped the orb.
Ah, crap. I thought I got hit again, but nope. But she should be back by now. Okay. Oh, but they had the orb. I thought they passed it down so fast. All right, lure him out. Nope. He's so OP, man. We just need a 20 from one of these folks.
Finished here.
Block.
It is done. The Night Wings prevail.
Passing is like OP, but it's so hard. Like
Victory it was.
it's you've got to go the wrong way to be able to.
It's complete.
Like I can't. Like I would have to practice a lot to get competent at passing. I feel like specifically trying to do that a lot.
Wait, I'm sorry. I just wanted to apologize, I think.
Why, young one, you must not say such things. You are one of the Night Wings. the most envied of all triumvirates. We aspire to your greatness and your legacy. And my voice got a little more energetic, but that's okay. They were enthusiastic. It's fine.
Father, please, no more of this. They have prevailed. We need not grovel at their feet. Elmer, is it Elmer? I just had a question. Ask quickly, and then go about your business. Oh, I just, would you be my friend? Huh? What? I was wondering if you would be my friend, because I don't have a lot of friends, and you are brave and gentle with your father, so...
I shall see you in a little while, my son.
What? The scribes, were they not friends? I choose to think, they brought us here to be closer together, not to be apart.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes.
Oh, Tizo is now officially OP, I would say. Tizo gives thanks to Haub the Swallow for watching over and protecting him. Tizo deals an additional 10 damage!
The exiled Pamatha perhaps can learn the errors of mankind.
Well, Tamitha, soon I'll be catching up with you at this, whether or not you like it.
What does Pamatha got here? Well, flying, she moves faster than usual. Okay, that's pretty good. For 5 seconds after banishing an adversary, you move 30% faster. It's all situational and stuff. What else we got up here? Pamatha can use her dash ability in rapid succession for less damage. Pretty good. After saluting her adversaries, Pamatha instantly switches place with her nearest ally. Oh god. Interesting. Definitely interesting. What else we got? Pamatha permanently gains 8 quickness. Okay. Casting her aura, she can trigger an aura burst that banishes nearby adversaries. Huh. Unclear exactly how that works. If she is banished while Winged Fury's effect is active, that's this, yeah. She returns twice as quickly as usual. Sure. Pamatha permanently gains 40 quickness, presence, and hope. Nah, over here. We're taking this stuff. I'm not sure what I'm taking in the middle, but move faster while flying.
Of the eldest matriarch. Until the next right.
You return to the wagon after you and your fellow exiles overcame the fate, and find Volfred waiting for you there. Well done back there, my kin. You are serving your companions well. Now, then, I've something that I wish to share with you, if you've a moment. We have discussed the plan, of which we're all a part. 27%! I have a means of measuring our progress towards the goal of it. All you have to do is hover over the word plan and it will tell you. I'd like for you to have a look at it. First, let's determine where the rites may take us next. Look forth. I expect you shall again see several shining stars, where once you saw but one. The Bog Star. Several shining stars. A trick of the eye. I wanted to say a trick of the light. Is it Darkest Dungeon voiceovers? Or the will of the scribes? Who can say? I, too, once gained this newfound vision many years ago, following my first liberation rite, and I believe only we of the Nightwings have this gift. I realized that, in choosing whom the Nightwings confront in each rite, we, in turn, influence which triumvirate we face when the time comes for someone to be set free. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. Volfred's Planner. An object that shows the relative standings between the 9 triumvirates and the rites. Whichever triumvirate curries the most favor shall confront the Nightwings for a chance at freedom. Look upon it now, apparently. Okay. Using the planner, you may assess your progress towards your ultimate goal, as well as check the current standings of your adversaries. Volfred should keep this information up to date for the remainder of your quest. You may look over it now or anytime in Blackwagon, or while searching the stars. That's their favor, huh? Nightwings have infinite favor. The Nightwings shall always be favored in the eyes of the 8 scribes. More favors gained and lost against the Nightwings than any other triumph. I lost against the snakes. They did literally cheat, but we might have lost anyway. I'm not sure. The game bugged up and they got a double score from one attack, so they took 50 off instantly. So it was a little rude. Exiles liberated. Total rights. Additional exiles required. One more exile is needed, apparently. Additional notes. Apparently we're at 8:37. Oh, okay, so she was imprisoned at the same time the years started being tracked in this fashion. Sandra there. At long last, the plan is well underway. The cycle of the rites turns quickly for the time. We soon should have another stab at the fall of Solium. Exactly, yeah, that's what it looked like, Dan. So currently we're looking at the Withdrawn. That's the Bog Dwellers. So if oh man, you could rig it too, right? Like if I wanted to fight like these people, I could go like lose to them. That would be the easiest way to rig it. It'd be easier than beating whom I'm like most afraid of, right? Poor Fate, man. They're 2-7, but how are they this rank if they're 2-7? Well, I guess the Pyre Hearts are 1-6. That's 2-7 is relevantly better than 1-6. But like, what's the Timbers doing now? I guess they just drop to the bottom when they lose the liberation, right? I guess. Oh, they have little like notes about it too. Prideful at having prevailed more than all the triumvirates combined. I mean, maybe in the past or something. I don't know. Just clearly, I should go lose to the Pyre Hearts as much as possible. But I mean, like, the Fate just lost to us, and they're right here, right? So, I guess, just if you lose the liberation, right, you drop to the bottom and have to climb your way, back up again. Alright. Oh, this is H. Manley, yeah. We kind of crushed him, didn't we? And Sandalwood, like, was insistent that we don't even reveal who we are to Manley. So I mean that's like, but I don't want to go lose to anybody, you know. But yeah, like we could take him down in the fight if we take down the witches beforehand. Would be the hope there, I guess. So that's the harps. There's the worms. And there's the bogs. The snakes. That was just the only options, right? I think we have 30 each time.
You are set to re-encounter the Withdrawn, led by witch Umhildi. However outlandish her intentions seem, one ought beware of her.
He then reveals what he has learned of her and her designs. Witch Umhildi, one of the bog dwellers and head of the Withdrawn, a triumvirate more interested in legends of Yashlash the Astroborn than in the rites. Her kind was known to be reclusive in the Commonwealth, yet she was brazen in her disdain for common values. She practiced the unspeakable. Somehow, one day, her research into flammable reagents grew into an obsession with Yashlash, despite widely held belief that he is dead, or never did exist. But Umhildi held that Yashlash is merely dormant, and shall someday be reborn, with newfound hunger, which could only be sated by devouring the world. Then at last could Yashlash return to his glorious home, and Umhildi would go with him. When Commonwealth officials showed up to take Umhildi in for spreading unrest, she was all too eager to comply. After all, a sentence to the downside meant being that much closer to Yashlash's resting place, where she believed she had much work to do, where the Withdrawn stood ready to assist.
In short, the 8 scribes certainly would not approve of what she aims to do. So, be careful in her presence, reader, and for now, good night.
You bid the lone mincer a restful night in kind. It is too late to take flight, so you expect to press onward come daylight.